better, the word better.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like
Mm-hmm.
batter. Because of the sentence I was able to make out, it is better. Because there's another word called batter,
Mm-hmm.
and you're able to convey your thoughts with clarity.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Many, many
So,
thanks to you.
value of your own country. You also understand that how important your tradition and culture is. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening. Am I
Yes, good
speaking
evening, ma'am.
to Good evening. Am I speaking to Ashutosh? Ashutosh,
Yes, exactly.
right. Welcome to today's session, and you're speaking to Rini Rose. Thank you for joining me on time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Pleasure mine always. I'm so happy to see you over here.
Okay, me too, me as well. So, have we met before? I don't think so. I think you're a new face.
No, this
No.
is the first time.
Okay, all right. So, just introducing myself. As you know, my name it's Rini Rose, and I'm speaking to you from Madurai, which is in Tamil Nadu. And professionally, I'm a language trainer and also an author. So that's about me. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, that's great. Before just going forward with my introduction, I would love to know what is your native language? Is it Tamil or Malayalam? What's that?
I'm basically from Kerala. I hail from Kerala, so my native tongue is Malayalam. So I'm
That's
residing
why
in
I
Madurai.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I know Tamil as well. I can speak Tamil because I'm here in Madurai.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to give my introduction. My name is Ashutosh Subedi, as I told you previously. And when it comes to my place, I'm connecting to you from Kanpur city of Uttar Pradesh. And about
Okay.
my education, I have done with my graduation, that is BCom Honors Accounting from Banaras Hindu University. Now I'm
Okay.
pursuing my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. This is
Oh,
all
that's
about
nice.
me. And another thing about the English speaking, I have been working on my English speaking for 2.5 years. And I'm also running a YouTube channel that is Asu Official 2021. So this is
Okay.
all about me. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much for the elaborate introduction. Yes, so before I begin today's session, do you have any questions? By the way, for how long have you been taking sessions with Clapingo?
Clapingo, this is my third session so far. Yes.
Third session.
Mhm.
Okay. So do you have any
Mhm.
questions for me?
The questions, exactly the question I wanted to know, that where do you come from Kerala? Like, means where in Kerala?
Yeah, so I come from a place called Tiruvalla, which is in Alleppey district. Uh,
Oh, I know Alapi, yes.
yeah,
I
but
know
I
a
was
lot
not
of
brought
districts
up
of
in
Kerala.
Kerala. Yeah, I'm not very familiar with the place also. I'm sorry to say that because I was not brought up in Kerala. I was in a lot of places. I studied, then I grew up in different places, though I have a very good connection with Kerala. I still miss
Mm-hmm.
Kerala because it's my birth town.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. Yeah, right.
I
Yes.
can understand. So, due to your father's profession or something like that, you were moving different places.
Yes, yes. Right, right. Yes, yes. As a family, we were not in Kerala when I was doing my
Mm-hmm.
schooling. Right.
Okay. So you brought up in Tamil Nadu.
No, no, no. I was brought up in the Middle East in Kuwait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
So I
have
came
been to out
down.
of the country as well. You spent a
Yes,
lot of
yes,
time over
yes, yes,
there.
yes. Right, right, right. So I was able to associate not only, when you are brought up in some other country, you understand the true value of your own country. You also understand that how important your tradition and culture is. And also
Yes.
one more thing is I was able to coexist with a lot of other faith, discipline, and
Mm-hmm.
ideology. Then for college studies, I came down to Kerala, and then I came to Chennai for further higher studies. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Whatever the point you said, that was very nice. Exactly, when you are living in another country, then you are able to understand that I left something which was very good, because we are leaving our country for the good money and good, like, education. Of course, I think I'm giving preference to education. Of course, that's fine. But we are leaving a lot of things, that kind of soul of our body, that is the culture, what I will say. So
Yes.
even though I have done conversation with a lot of people from all around the world, then I came to know about it. India is having a different perspective towards these things, and I would love to be here in India. So.
Yeah, there are a lot of things like, as I told you in the beginning, it's not that one is better than the other. I feel
Mhm,
our people should really understand the significance of coexisting and tolerating a lot of things, you know.
mhm,
Our ancestors taught us to coexist, tolerate, and to bring in peace all the time. But I don't know how far we have been doing justice to that. So when we move to another country, when we
mhm,
try to communicate with the other cultures and ideologies, and when we understand them deep, the only way of understanding such things is through communication, by communicating with different people. I think you understand the
mhm,
value from where you come, your roots. That's what I was trying to say. So your root is very
mhm.
important. You understand your root and also uphold the goodness and the best things that you can get from another culture also. So it's like you understand each other and take bits of what you want, but keep the base, keep the roots. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. The thing is that what people they are missing, that is they are gonna change themselves completely, even though they don't want to
Right.
keep like good things from our culture. I think I do feel proud on ourselves that I just born and raised in India, and it's so fantastic for me because talking to others, I'm able to understand the Indians have done a lot of things and they have been doing a lot. So, but
Right.
what we are trying to do now, we are trying to just put some points. We are when we are going into the Western countries, we are trying to say that it was not good. This kind of course in US also there is a poverty. Even though in like Canada, even though in UK now nowadays you can see that problems are everywhere. It doesn't mean that if you are staying in India that you are having problems and you will go to Canada and you will be having all the things are going to be settled down. It's not the case. You can ask with the people who they are going first time in the foreign, they will have to work really hard to just
Yes.
yeah, to
Right.
make their
Right.
pace. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. So, but when you are
Very
living
true.
in our country, you feel like a king. You are having right towards everything. You can do whatever you want. I think I have seen people who doesn't want to do anything living in India, but they are going to another country and doing a very basic job. That's what I have seen.
Yes, yes, that's there. So that's
Mhm,
what I was trying to tell you. It's more of the mindset. Nothing is wrong with our culture and tradition. So our ancestors have always given us the best lessons, just like any other
mhm,
country. Americans are taught by their ancestors. I think they are
mhm,
still holding on to that. But
mhm,
slowly, slowly, maybe it's because of the mingling of different culture. I don't know what's wrong. There are a lot of people. I'm not talking about the present generation who are not very fond of our culture or who are not so proud about our tradition. So the best example is when you look at people around you. So much of culture, so much of color, the number of festivals that we celebrate, and this is a language platform. The number of
mhm.
languages that we are enriched with. So language is culture. It's part of culture. So that's the privilege. That's the extra additional benefit that we enjoy by being an Indian. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Correct.
Yeah.
So, yes, now we can discuss something else if you're having.
Right. Okay. So just a general conversation. Today's topic is travel, right? And
Yeah, but you can come up with something else. Travel,
I'm
I
just,
am not into travel a lot,
you're
so.
not into traveling. Okay. I'll ask you something
Mhm,
very general, very general. So
mhm,
you
mhm,
told me that you're very, very happy with a lot of things that's happening in India. So if you
mhm.
get a chance to give a message to the society, like something that you're concerned with, something that has been in your mind that you have been pondering over a long period of time on one particular change that could set a lot of things right in the society. It's not about the tradition or culture, but something that could really change so that our education system or the society becomes better because we always have to dream for a better future.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, as we talked about that the people they are moving from India to another country for getting the better education. And what I heard from the people, I have done conversation with a lot of people who are just living in another countries. So they say that the politics is the one of the just important thing that they are saying that due to the political agendas, they're not able to stay in India, and there are a lot of things so which are disturbing them. So I must say that if we will get the good political leaders, I'm sure that we are going to get the good policies and the good education system as well. And when it comes to the education system, even though I heard from the people in India, the education is better, the basic education is really better because there we are telling a lot of things. And but
Okay.
even though now also I'm feeling that in India, somewhat we are lacking that the education system is going to be in a that way. Like people, they don't even know about their culture, they don't even know about their origin, like where they came from and what is the reality of their society. We are the people, like we born in a country of teachers. We call, like India has been a kind of world leader as a teacher, like so
Okay.
in that way, I do just feel good about it. But I think nowadays the new generation is not able to just think about it. So always they are praising another countries. But I would love to see in India if there will be the good leaders will get the chance to rule our country. Means the people who are having the good policies and with the great who are having the great plans to execute. We are having the great constitution in our country, but the one of the biggest fault is that these things are on paper only. In ground realities, things are very different. As you are living in South India, I must say that this is the reality of like every corner of like every single corner of India. Everybody is having their own kind of points of view. So in South India, things are little better, I can say that. But if I'll talk about like my state, so it is very political, and because Uttar Pradesh is the one of the most populated state, so there is a, like this is a kind of main place for the politics. We are having 75 districts and a lot of MLAs are there. A lot of representatives are coming from UP, Bihar, and the state like that. So that's what I would love to see, a big change. And after that, as we are communicating, and as you said, that communication matters a lot. Even though if you will go anywhere, it doesn't matter that you are staying in India or just like another country, but you will have to communicate. I think before few days ago and years ago, I was also thinking that I'm not gonna work on my English speaking skills. I feel proud speaking Hindi. But then after I understood, for making others understand, I'll have to learn a language that is a kind of universal language to make others understand about my culture and put my point of view towards them that of course I'm something as well. I born in India and I'm going to tell them the culture and I'm going to tell them the very values of other country. People nowadays what they are thinking, like they are not able to read about the things and they are saying that they things are illogical. They are
Yeah.
just saying those things as a superstition. Of course, go forward and read about it, then after
Yeah.
come up with your solution and conclusion there. They are just without knowing anything, even though without listening to their grandparents, without listening to their parents, they will come with a lot of solutions that this is this and Western culture is very nice. But after just realizing after 10 years and 15 years, they are finding that of course it is not the right thing. Of course, I mean to say that what I am trying to say that I found a lot of good things and in our culture, in different culture, but I can't say that any culture is perfect in this way, right?
Right.
So these are the things we should work on, like communication. We should put our point. We should understand our values. And another thing, I will put a point, very important point, that the people they are leaving a kind of epics, which are really important. I do give importance to the monks and sages and the saints who has done, like they have done a lot of great work. Then they came up with a lot of epics, and epics are really great. They are teaching us how to live the life. Recently
Mm.
I have just completed with the like Bhagavad Gita, and I was really amazed to see the way like the Bhagavad Gita is written. And of course, if you're going to read that book again and again, of course you're going to find out a lot of solutions. And I heard from a very great people of not India, from United States and from another country as well, who said that the book is having something and they got the solution for their life. So, but
Right.
the people, they're not having the time or just they don't want to read it. They want to go through like web series and stuff like that. And that's it. So
Yeah.
go and read this kind of things. At least if you're not able to read it, go forward and just, check it out on videos also. A lot of people are there, Gaur Gopal Das, Sadhguru, and the good people who are telling about it. So
Right.
I must
Right.
say, yeah, it was a very big answer. I'm so
So,
sorry.
adding to what you said, it's more of people are reliable on, or they're made to rely on instant packets of energy, instant packets of solution. They don't want to really
Mhm.
find out. So that inquisitive mind is dying somewhere. And all
Mm.
that we do is we blame on the present generation and we blame on the advanced technology. If you don't
Yes.
know, you have invented something, you have created something. So why do you have to
Mhm.
destroy your life through your creation?
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
with a lot
Yes.
of hard work, we have created something so that we can communicate, we can do our work with ease, so that lives
Mm.
are made comfortable. But today, after creating so much, we are, blaming ourselves. We are trying to find a solution by saying that it is the technology or it is that, it is this, it is the social media and things like that. And one more thing is, as you rightly said, people don't want to read, they assume and presume. Both are there,
Mhm.
assumptions
Mhm.
and presumptions, and it has reached a point where people just want to believe in that. No, I don't want the truth or the reality or the ground level. I know
Mhm.
everything, but still I'm
Mhm.
interested in presumptions and assumptions because it is more easier.
Mm.
Maybe
Yeah.
that is what, yeah. But as you said, there are very few people who are enlightened, and enlightenment comes from the scriptures. Of course, you pointed out Bhagavad Gita, the other scriptures also. And
Mhm.
if the Western world is taking the initiative, some of them, to come and study or learn more about our culture, our dance,
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
festivals, and all, I think we can also do the same thing, but not to the extent of leaving our culture because they don't do that. They just
Mhm. Yeah.
explore
Exactly.
the world. So
Mhm.
exploring is
Yeah.
important. Experiencing the other part of the world is also very important. Rightly said. Yes, I agree with you. So I think we are coming to the end of the session so fast.
Yeah. Exactly. Only we have discussed a single question, and now we are in the
Yes,
end
lot
of
of
the
things to
conversation.
discuss. Yeah. So
Mhm.
I'm quite happy with your conversation. Maybe you just have to work on pronunciation because some words like better, the word better,
Mhm.
it sounded like
Mhm.
batter. Because of the sentence I was able to make out, it is better. Because there's another word called batter.
Mhm.
Batterers batter
Oh.
me and I'm molded. It's just like battering gold. When you batter, it comes into the right shape. So it's beating, more like beating. So
Mm.
batter, batter. You have the batter, dosa and idli, you have the batter for that also when you make things.
Mhm.
That's another
Mhm.
thing. So when you mix, when you beat, that is the meaning of batter. Better. So better is better, and values. These two words are very important. Values, I think it sounded like some other word. So just a little bit of pronunciation, but you're quite confident and you're able to convey your thoughts with clarity.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Many, many thanks to you for giving me the feedback. And apart from this pronunciation part, would you love to suggest me as a like what I should work on?
As I told you, you have the clarity of thought and all that. I didn't
Mhm.
find any major mistakes, maybe here and there, because of slip of tongue instead of doesn't, you used do. But that's like pardonable because you have that richness when you speak. It's not about the
Mhm.
language, but you're
Mhm.
able to vividly showcase what you really want, not showcase to express what you really want to. You could work
Mhm.
on vocabulary because that's what everybody should do. English is not our native
Mhm.
tongue, so every day, even the native speakers should work on the vocabulary. There is no end to language learning. So vocabulary is important, expressions, okay, and then you can go to the other levels, and of course pronunciation, not the accent but pronunciation. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so what about like we are having few seconds left, right?
Yes, yes. Just a couple of seconds. It can end in
Okay,
any
of
minute.
course. Okay, no problem. Then thank you so much, and many, many thanks to you for
My
having a
pleasure.
great conversation. I'm
Thank
so
you so much.
happy to just
Even
have
me.
you
My
here.
pleasure. Bye bye. Take care. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you so much. Bye. Take care.
Bye.